So I'm here trying to make a little video for you to show you how to use this strategic instruction model. What the purpose of this document is to help you make or help you review each of the sections and the material that we've done in class. So the way this works is I'm going to make one of these for each section in my notes. So you'll need to go to Google Classroom, download this document, make a copy of it to your Google Drive, and make as many copies as there are sections that we've covered and material that we've covered. So I'm just going to start with section 17.1. The chapter title is European Renaissance and Reformation, and the section title is Italy, Birth Place of the Renaissance. Now, then I'm going to go to the section is about. I'm going to look through my notes on the section. What's the section about? I'm going to look at the main ideas on the first page. I'm going to go to the back of the section. I'm going to look at the review questions. And I can see that this section is about what the Renaissance is and why did it begin in Italy. Yay. Then I'm going to go through it. I'm going to look at those big, bold section titles. So the first one is Italy's advantages. And the next one is classical and worldly values. The next one is the Renaissance revolutionizes art. Renaissance writers change literature. Alrighty, so now go back. I'll just wait. I'm just going to leave those there. I'll spell check it at the end. If it really bothers you, I'm sorry. So I'm going to go back to the first thing, Italy's advantages. And I'm going to figure out what are the essential things in that section to tell me what Italy's advantages are, right? So the first section tells me that Italy has city-states. So I'm going to write that down. While most of Europe is rural. And then why is that important? Cities are places where people exchange ideas. Okay, what else is important? Wealthy merchants, or I don't want to say merchants become wealthy and buy art to look like nobles. And then Italy has lots of Greek and Roman art. Sorry, Roman ruins, which inspire artists. Alrighty, and then I'm going to remember, looking at my notes, that's what we did on Siena, that merchants want well-run cities and to participate in government. So those are my things, my essential details for Italy. Now I'm looking at the classical values. I'm going back to my notes. I'm going back to the text. What are the essential things about the values? Well, they are studying Greek and Roman stuff. Remember, those are called the classics. And that leads people to focus on human potential. These people are called humanists, and they encourage to study history, science, philosophy, etc. Ooh, even church leaders like art. Oh, wait a minute. That's not really a value. So never mind. We don't need that. So we're just going to delete it. Delete, delete, delete. Okay. What we are going to say that the Renaissance encouraged people to be educated and create art and science. Alrighty, so how does the Renaissance revolutionize art? Well, remember, we have that perspective. So, artists make paintings and sculpture that looks real. People in art look like real people and are in real locations, right? So remember all those pictures of the crucifixion we looked at. Next, what do the writers do to change things? Well, so one of the things they do is they write in the vernacular. So writers like Dante write in the vernacular, which is the language people speak. I'm just writing, don't worry about the spelling, I'll correct that later. And then we look specifically at Machiavelli. What was my summary of Machiavelli? Well, Machiavelli wrote about how princes should act in the real world using good or evil to keep and grow their power. And that is basically it. Now, down at the bottom here, what's important to understand about this section? Well, so the Renaissance was a time when people started rediscovering Greek and Roman art and wanted to copy their values in painting. I'm just going to say art, politics, and science. Now, last thing, how does this section fit into the chapter? It introduces the characteristics of the Renaissance, T-R-I-S-T-I-C-S, of the Renaissance, and explains why cities were important to its creation. So that's basically it. Now, because I know some of you are going crazy, I'll correct my spelling. change, worldly, revolutionizes, change, sculpture, language, exchange, become, government, started, politics, characteristics. There we go. Okay, now, so this is a little big. I'm trying to squeeze this onto one page. Drop it down to 10 points. Can I get there? Ooh, almost. There we go. Oh, wait, no. I know what I'll do. I'll go to 10, and I'll go over here to where it says page setup, and I'll make my margins half an inch. Oops. 0.5, oops. 0.5, oops. 0.5, 0.5, okay. Can I even make this back to 11 and fit them all? Ooh, almost. Okay, let's see if I can cut this down so that this fits. So, Machiavelli wrote, princes should act good and evil. Machiavelli wrote about how princes should act. Oh, how about he wrote that princes should use in the real world. Aha, look at that. I got it all. If I wanted to really... So, there, everything is on one page. Look at how great I am. Let's see here. Can I cut this out so I can keep this on 2 lines? Renaissance encouraged people to be educated and create. Let's just do art. There we go. Now, 1 page. Boom. So you see what I did. I went through each section, looked at it. What are Italy's advantages? And I wrote down the things that made Italy advantageous. And I even added down here at the bottom, merchants want well-run cities. All right, that's something we got from the video. Down here, this was basically right out of the text. The next section, people look at art in real life. And I remember, what we talked about, looking at those pictures. Okay, and then I'm going to write this section. So now I've condensed the section down. So I can go back, and as I'm trying to remember and memorize this material, what Italy, the first section has 4 things. Italy's advantage to the classical and worldly values, the Renaissance, and world literature. And then I can remember, boom, what are the 5 details? What are Italy's 5 advantages? What are the 3 classical and worldly values? What are the 2 essential ways the Renaissance changed art? What are the 2 ways they changed writing? So I've really condensed everything down to something that's really easy to use. I hope this helps. We will work on this a bit as we're wrapping up, as we'll doing this last chapter. And I hope this is, yeah, I'm just going to stop talking because I'm probably boring you.